In an electrifying revelation that has gripped the nation and sent shockwaves through the corridors of power and celebrity, our investigation uncovers jaw-dropping secrets hidden within the encrypted files of Floyd Mayweather's phone, in a high-octane journey reminiscent of blockbuster thrillers and behind-the-scenes exposés. We bring to you explosive details of clandestine meetings, secretive business ventures, and personal confessions that reveal the inner workings of a man once celebrated as an icon. This is the story of ambition, mystery, and the high stakes of celebrity, power, a narrative woven with coded messages, emotional whispers, and unforeseen financial intrigues that promise to captivate the world. The saga begins with a riveting FBI investigation that has uncovered encrypted data on Floyd Mayweather's phone. Authorities, in their relentless pursuit for the truth, unearthed a labyrinth of voice memos, cryptic images, and carefully coded conversations. These hidden files paint an extraordinary picture of secret meetings and peculiar gatherings that many are calling Freakoff Events. Exclusive parties known only to a select inner circle where the boundaries of celebrity and covert business blurred into insignificance. The FBI, known for its meticulous attention to detail, pieced together a trail of digital breadcrumbs that suggests a network of clandestine relationships intertwined with the glamour of high-flying celebrity life. For months, the FBI had been following this thread, putting together fragments of conversations that hint at discussions not only of entertainment ventures, but also covert financial transactions that go beyond the public perception.
He didn't know how well I was and how I would handle the situation, so they just threw me out there.
Why do you think he did that?
He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt, he was just dead. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight? Gonna be there. That don't make no fucking sense.
That's crazy.
You don't never want to see nobody do better than him. I'm telling you.
You was next in line. He saw you next in line.
Is there like a...
last question, guys. Gotta wrap up.
Is there like a love-hate for Floyd though? Like, you love the fighter? And...
Yeah, I love the fighter. I ain't gonna lie. If he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest, but he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad.
Oh, you're good, man.
And he, cause I don't want to say like...
Persona of any sports superstar. The heart of this explosive investigation lies an alleged covert alliance between Floyd Mayweather and the renowned music mogul Diddy. Rumors have swirled for years about a secretive partnership linking the worlds of boxing and music, and the latest digital evidence seems to support this narrative. According to the decrypted communications, there were discreet exchanges and high-stakes discussions that hinted at a collaboration, merging the realms of entertainment and finance in ways that had never been seen before. Mayweather, who has been known for his flamboyant lifestyle and entrepreneurial spirit, reportedly discussed ventures that straddled both conventional and unconventional business domains. In a candid moment captured on an intercepted voice memo, Mayweather was heard confessing, "I trusted the right people, but in the end, ambition got the best of me. I thought I could handle more than anyone ever imagined." This personal admission not only added a human element to the scandal, but also revealed an unguarded moment of vulnerability amidst the storm of public scrutiny. Parallel to the buzz surrounding the secret alliance with Diddy is the explosive narrative of Mayweather's alleged financial mismanagement. Reports have emerged alleging that the boxing icon was involved in a massive tax evasion scheme, a claim that is supported by court documents and insider testimonies. The financial downturn was not just a matter of misfortune. It was a meticulously orchestrated act of deception, orchestrated over several years. According to the evidence, it is said that hidden financial dealings, long shrouded in secrecy, eventually led to asset seizures and severe IRS crackdowns.
I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game. Letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get here. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like I guess again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Cause at that time I don't wanna.
With the E, media now painting a picture of a once unstoppable empire, crumbling beneath its own weight. In recordings that have been decrypted from his phone, Mayweather himself has acknowledged the harsh reality of his financial decisions, remarking, "I made decisions chasing the allure of power and fame, never fully realizing the monumental consequences that would follow." This self-reflection speaks volumes about the internal conflict of a man caught in a whirlwind of ambition and regret. Perhaps most notably, Mayweather's encrypted data revealed over 1,700 seconds of voice recordings, nearly half an hour of his private confessions, and behind-the-scenes business discussions. These recordings are not simply snippets of conversation. They are intimate windows into the mind of a man who once navigated the complexities of celebrity with audacity and a sense of invincibility. The content speaks to the extensive involvement in deals and manipulations that were purportedly aimed at preserving his empire, yet ultimately played a role in his dramatic downfall. Through these recordings, listeners gained insights into a world where power and secrecy went hand in hand, where the seductive pull of wealth and the lure of notoriety led to risky decisions. There was a time when I thought I could control everything: the money, the fame, the destiny. Now I see clearly how my trust, my choices, and even my greed have left me vulnerable, he confided in a hushed tone that resonated with the gravity of his situation. Within this labyrinth of financial mismanagement and secret alliances, one of the more startling revelations involves an extravagant claim that has now become the statement about owning 62 buildings valued at an astonishing $400 million. This boast, once considered a symbol of unbridled success, has now been rigorously debunked by investigative journalists who have examined Mayweather's financial records with a fine-toothed comb. The disparity between the ostentatious claims and the reality of his assets has ignited a broader dialogue about wealth perception versus actual financial standing, sparking debates among fans, financial analysts, and cultural commentators alike. For years, I built my image on every dollar and every headline. The truth is far more complex, and sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story, Mayweather admitted during an interview that was recorded during one of the secretive gatherings, his voice tinged with remorse and introspection. As further details emerged, attention shifted towards the enigmatic calls that involved sums reaching $15 million, a figure that casts an even darker shadow on the scale of Mayweather's financial maneuverings. These calls, captured in a series of decrypted messages, suggest that even with the glitz and glamour of a billionaire lifestyle, there were moments of high tension and decision-making that had life-altering consequences. The gravity of these transactions is underscored by the hushed tones and calculated pauses in the recordings, as if every word could either substantiate the ongoing investigation or thrust the parties involved into deeper legal jeopardy. When you're in the game, every penny counts, and every decision can be the tipping point between glory and ruin, he commented in one such recording, a statement that perfectly encapsulated the perilous nature of high-stakes financial operations. In a world where nothing is ever as it seems, amidst the shocking revelations of financial mismanagement and secretive partnerships, the most compelling narrative is perhaps the human story of loss and regret. Behind the facade of the larger-than-life persona was a man who, in his quietest moments, grappled with the consequences of his own decisions. The voice recordings reveal a man haunted by memories of missed opportunities, of friendships betrayed, and of a life spent chasing the intoxicating allure of success at all costs. "I know now that chasing power without understanding its price has left me with wounds that may never fully heal," he confessed, during one of the more poignant moments captured by the FBI. This introspection, laden with remorse and a desire for redemption, adds an unexpected layer of complexity to the narrative, turning what could have been a simple tale of legal and financial missteps into a profound commentary on the human condition. Simultaneously, the investigation has not only laid bare the intricate details of Mayweather's personal and professional life, but has also ignited a broader conversation about the intersection of celebrity culture and accountability. In today's world, where public figures are often idolized for their opulent lifestyles and larger-than-life personalities, This case serves as a stark reminder that behind every glamorous facade lies a reality that can be as treacherous as it is tantalizing. The secrets unearthed from Mayweather's phone are a microcosm of a much larger phenomenon, one in which power, money, and fame can often lead individuals down a path where the lines between right and wrong blur dangerously. As society continues to navigate the complexities of modern celebrity, where public opinion is as fleeting as it is fickle, the case of Floyd Mayweather stands as an emblem of the pitfalls of unchecked ambition. The ripple effects of these revelations extend far beyond the personal sphere of Mayweather. Analysts are now scrutinizing how the exposure of such deep-seated secrets could reshape the cultural narrative surrounding fame and financial success. The once invincible aura of celebrities is being met with a new era of transparency and vulnerability, a world where even those who seem to have it all are not immune to the consequences of their actions. The public's fascination with celebrity scandals has reached a fever pitch, as this latest chapter in Mayweather's saga holds a mirror to the excesses of a bygone era. While the narrative is still unfolding, one thing is clear: the story of Floyd Mayweather is far more than the tale of a fallen sports star. It is a commentary on an entire culture that has long equated wealth with success. In the midst of this whirlwind of revelations, it is worth noting that not all is as it seems. There are layers of complexity that suggest Mayweather's situation might include elements of misunderstanding and miscommunication, a reminder that the world of high finance and celebrity is riddled with nuance and ambiguity. Throughout the investigation, several insiders and experts have come forward to explain that the entanglement of financial issues, legal challenges, and personal decisions creates a scenario that is anything but black and white. One close confidant of Mayweather commented during an exclusive conversation, "He was a man who always strived for excellence, but in the labyrinth of deals and decisions,
made him look like it was 5 years too late."
Right.
And that's how that's the greatness of him.
Yes.
Everybody that he fought, they like, what? He beat Sugar Shane Mosley. He beat Sugar Shane Mosley.
Shane caught him. Shane caught him in the second round.
Yeah.
Almost hurt him.
Yeah.
Almost dropped him.
But you look at the champions that this man beat,
Yep,
and made them look mundane in beating them.
Right. Did you talk about Mayweather, right?
Mayweather.
I would say the same about Jordan, but that's a different
Oh, there
but
you
I
go.
said the same about Jordan.
No.
I mean, I'm glad that you heard that. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. You know, because Jordan will make you look like you're less than what you are.
Like before Scotty?
LeBron would LeBron would beat you.
I know he ain't.
But MJ would make you look like less than what you are.
I know Scotty.
You see the difference?
sometimes it is the consequences that catch up regardless of intent. These insights add an essential dimension to the unfolding narrative, urging viewers to consider the broader implications of success and the price that often comes with it. Further deepening the intrigue is the matter of the so-called Freakoff gatherings, exclusive events shrouded in secrecy where a select circle of celebrities and high-powered individuals gathered, far removed from the prying eyes of the public. For years, whispers of these meetings circulated among industry insiders, but with the recent revelations, their true nature is beginning to emerge. Reports indicate that these gatherings were not mere social events. They were complex environments where decision-making processes took place behind closed doors. In these rarefied spaces, conversations about everything from entertainment deals to far-reaching financial conspiracies were reportedly held with a level of discretion that bordered on the clandestine. One voice memo in particular captured the surreal ambiance of these meetings, with Mayweather remarking softly, "In these rooms, we weren't just discussing business. We were shaping destinies, rewriting the rules of the game, and sometimes paying a price we never anticipated." Such admissions expose the multifaceted nature of his life, a blend of visionary ambition and inevitable vulnerability. Adding further layers to this unfolding drama are the personal audio confessions, recorded by Mayweather, moments when the public's eyes were turned inward to a man struggling with his inner demons. These recordings, lengthy and painstakingly encrypted, reveal a profound sense of regret intertwined with the confidence that one.
And that's what appears to happen, because they would reach out to, like the company who actually owns the building, who actually owns majority of the buildings. They reached out to them and they would drop some nuggets that just blows this Mayweather con just out there, right? It completely exposes it. For anybody with a brain, you can read this and know what's going on. Mayweather will want us to believe he's big dog who don't need partners, but read what these people said, right? So the people who own the buildings, actually, they said Floyd Mayweather continues to be a reliable partner and a great ambassador for affordable housing. Bruh, this man is an ambassador for these folks, bruh. He took an upfront check, probably like, I don't know, like a share of the company, a very minute share to promote the company. So then the spokesman for Black Spruce Management said the real estate company,
Once defined his public persona. In one of the more memorable audio clips, he was heard saying, "I always believed that with the right moves, I could conquer everything. But in the silence, I see the mistakes that paved my path to ruin. I wish I could go back and correct every misstep." This raw, unfiltered admission captures the essence of a man at a crossroads, torn between the pride of past achievements and the bitter realization of the personal sacrifices made along the way. Such moments of vulnerability have not only humanized him in the eyes of the public, but have also served as a sobering reminder of the precarious balance between fame, fortune, and personal fulfillment. This extraordinary episode is not merely a tale of personal downfall, but a reflection of a larger societal shift. As revelations continue to emerge, many observers are drawing parallels between Mayweather's experience and broader themes of accountability and the impermanence of perceived success. In today's media landscape, where every misstep is magnified and every piece of evidence is dissected under the harsh glare of public scrutiny, the story of Floyd Mayweather serves as a testament to the fleeting nature of celebrity supremacy. His rise to fame was meteoric, yet his fall appears equally dramatic, a narrative arc that underscores the importance of transparency and responsibility in a world that thrives on both spectacle and scrutiny. The investigation has also ignited a flurry of activity among fans, industry experts and commentators alike, each offering their perspective on the unfolding events. Public opinion has been polarized, with some expressing shock at the incongruity between Mayweather's public image and the
thought that Business Insider was doing an investigation. So a member of his team spoke off the record, and they actually tried to modify the story a little bit to get ahead of it. So it went from "we own all the buildings with no partners" to now their story is changing up a little bit. So they reached out to the Housing Partnership, a spokesperson. Now the Housing Partnership of NYC is a nonprofit group that is a partner in a majority of these like really huge like property deals. And it helps, the person buying it to qualify for tax breaks and grants and preserve the affordability of the portfolio apartments, right? If you're buying, affordable housing, then you're gonna go through the NYC Housing Partnership. That never happened, okay? So the spokesperson says the Housing Partnership has not been advised of any sale, pending sale, or change in ownership. Generally, the partnership will be advised of the transfer and will be party to the transfer. That has not occurred. A person directly
private realities unearthed by the FBI, while others see it as an inevitable consequence of a lifestyle built on risk and excess. In a recent televised interview that has since been replayed on multiple platforms, Mayweather discussed his predicament in a reflective tone that belied his once cocky bravado. "We all make choices in the heat of the moment, but sometimes those choices come with costs we never imagined," he admitted. Such transparency has resonated with many, igniting debates about the pressures inherent in the pursuit of wealth and recognition. In a world that often prioritizes image over authenticity, the narrative, however, is far from one-dimensional. As insiders continue to peel back the layers of Mayweather's complex life, new details are emerging that suggest there may have been external pressures and unforeseen circumstances contributing to his predicament. While some of the speculation centers on alleged conspiracy theories and intentional misdirection orchestrated to protect powerful interests, others point to a more straightforward tale of ambition, unmoored by the weight of responsibility. In the midst of these discussions, one of Mayweather's longtime associates remarked in a private conversation, he was always a dreamer, someone who aimed high, but even dreams can have a dark side when reality bites back. Such reflections add a human element to the drama, inviting viewers to ponder the often blurry line between visionary pursuit and self-sabotage. Yet, amid the swirling rumors and heated debates, it is crucial to understand that the revelations about Mayweather are part of a larger trend, a societal reckoning with the unchecked excesses of celebrity culture and the consequences of living a life defined by
But guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
He would claim that he purchased 62 buildings worth $400 million. He would say the buildings is so plentiful and so many that he can't include all of them in the Instagram carousel. So, you know, just slide to see a couple of the buildings.
Yeah, I think.
And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now, we're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
Glamour and secrecy. The FBI's meticulous work in decrypting extensive data sets not only serves to unveil the truth behind a single individual's missteps, but also shines a light on the intricate and often perilous intersections between personal ambition, financial dealings, and public perception. This is not a story of simple triumph or inevitable downfall. It is an intricate tapestry that weaves together the rise and fall of a man, the complexities of modern finance, and the timeless human struggle for redemption and understanding. As the days progress and more evidence comes to light, questions continue to abound regarding the true scope of Mayweather's ventures and the extent of his network. Critics and supporters alike are left to wonder if the uncovered details represent an isolated incident of poor judgment or a systemic problem that permeates the glamorous yet deceptive world of celebrity business. With every new piece of evidence, the narrative shifts and evolves, promising further revelations that may either corroborate long-held suspicions or offer new, unexpected insights into one of the most talked-about scandals of our time. Throughout these twists and turns, it becomes increasingly evident that Mayweather's dramatic journey is emblematic of a broader cultural phenomenon, an era in which the quest for fame and fortune is as treacherous as it is alluring. His public persona, carefully crafted over years of media exposure and flamboyant displays of success, now stands in stark contrast to the reality of a man grappling with the fallout of decisions made in the pursuit of an ever-elusive ideal of greatness. The intertwining narratives of secret meetings, encrypted messages, and high-stakes
He's in a partnership with the Black Spruce Management. They have like a live seminar launching soon. So Mayweather essentially entered into this partnership where Mayweather is an ambassador for Black Spruce Management, okay? He is an ambassador for them. He gives them promotion. He works within the company. In exchange, Mayweather probably got like a share, a very minute share that don't even really affect these people at all. Mayweather then takes that minute share, drops a 2-minute Instagram video with 10 carousel pictures announcing that he owns the $400 million property with 62 units. If you go to Mayweather real estate company website, Vada Properties, he lists a bunch of properties, right? That he claims, yo, we own these properties. This is for us. You see skyscrapers. You see a lot of properties is listed here. Mayweather is doing his thing, bro. I mean, he's damn near a billionaire in real estate, right? Business Insider investigated this too, all right? So they spoke to...
Financial operations reflect a world where nothing is truly as it appears. In the midst of it all, Mayweather's own voice emerges as both a confessional and a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most dazzling stars can fall victim to the gravity of human error. In one particularly memorable moment captured on a line that was later decrypted, Mayweather's tone was both resolute and regretful as he stated, "I played a game where every move carried the weight of $1 million, yet I failed to see that the stakes were not just monetary, they were personal, emotional, and irreversible." His words hang heavily in the air, resonating with anyone who has ever seen the peril of ambition unbridled by pragmatism. His voice, filled with both the echoes of past glories and the remorse of current missteps, invites listeners to delve deeper into the multifaceted reality of his life, a life where every secret held within encrypted files tells a story of aspiration, strategy, and ultimately, the cost of living on the edge. As the investigation unfolds and the public is provided with more glimpses into the secret world of high-powered deals and backroom negotiations, it becomes clear that Floyd Mayweather is more than just a fallen celebrity. His story is a symbol of an age where loyalty, trust, and ambition are in constant conflict with the imperatives of modern finance and media scrutiny. Every whispered conversation, every encrypted file, and every voice memo adds another intricate layer to this multi-dimensional portrait, a portrait that is as mesmerizing as it is cautionary. The undeniable allure of power and the perils of deceit converge in a narrative that not only
he owns the $400 million property with 62 units. If you go to Mayweather real estate company website, Vada Properties, he lists a bunch of properties, right? That he claims, yo, we own these properties. This is for us. You see skyscrapers. You see a lot of properties is listed here. Mayweather is doing his thing, bro. I mean, he's damn near a billionaire in real estate, right? Business Insider investigated this too, all right? So they spoke to, this time, an actual representative from Mayweather Company, okay? And Business Insider said, hold on, bro. You have this particular building outside of the original deal they capped about, another building. They say, yo, you got this building on your website. Do y'all own this building? Their response will shock you. On his property website, Mayweather listed 1196 Avenue of the Americas among his holdings. Ownership of the building is a 3-story property in Manhattan Diamonds District that is filled with retail tenants in the jewelry business. It also has not been sold, according to property records, right? But Mayweather has it listed on his website. So when they asked the Mayweather spokesman, he stated that hasn't closed yet. So they got properties on their website that they haven't bought yet. They're just listing it to flex for the public. This is ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It's like a pie on Mayweather's face at this point. Mayweather is rich already. But Mayweather, I guess, is upset.
Only captivates the imagination, but also challenges our perceptions of success, failure, and the human capacity for redemption. In reflecting on the vast spectrum of revelations, it is impossible to ignore the far-reaching implications of this case. The exposure of Mayweather's internal deliberations and the circumstances surrounding his business dealings provoke a broader dialogue about the nature of celebrity and the often unseen burdens of public life. The intricate dance between financial ingenuity and ethical oversight is laid bare, prompting questions about how much of what we see in the public eye is a carefully constructed facade. At the same time, there is an undeniable element of personal tragedy interwoven with these revelations, a narrative of ambition, betrayal, and the painful realization that success, no matter how dazzling, carries with it profound personal risks. In another revealing moment from a decrypted conversation, Mayweather's tone turned introspective as he admitted, "I chased the dream, believing it would make me invincible. But now, with every secret and every misstep exposed, I see that invincibility was nothing more than a mirage, an illusion that faded with every calculated risk I took." These words underscore the stark transformation from a man who once stood unchallenged at the pinnacle of fame to one who must now face the consequences of a life lived in excess. The revelation is not just a personal confession, but a significant commentary on the broader cultural shift towards demanding accountability from those who occupy the limelight. As the public absorbs these bombshell revelations, the emotional and psychological toll on Mayweather
and preserve the affordability of the portfolio apartments, right? If you're buying, affordable housing, then you're gonna go through the NYC Housing Partnership. That never happened, okay? So the spokesperson says the Housing Partnership has not been advised of any sale, pending sale, or change in ownership. Generally, the partnership will be advised of the transfer and will be party to the transfer. That has not occurred. A person directly, now here's where Mayweather get on that BS, bro. All right, here's where the shady business starts. A person directly involved in the deal with Mayweather said that Mayweather had purchased a small minority ownership interest in the portfolio.
Becomes increasingly apparent. Behind the layers of coded messages and strategic maneuvers lies a man who now grapples with the crushing weight of regret and isolation. His personal memos, filled with raw emotion and introspective reflections, reveal the internal battle between maintaining a hardened persona and acknowledging the painful truth of a life unraveling. In one such emotionally charged recording, he whispered, "I always thought I was above the chaos, that my decisions were flawless. But now I see that every choice has left a scar, a reminder of what I lost along the way." The poignancy of this statement resonates deeply, serving as a cautionary tale of a brilliant mind overwhelmed by the demands of a life beyond the ordinary. In the wake of these revelations, the impact on Mayweather's legacy is now a subject of intense debate among fans and commentators. Once heralded as a symbol of unwavering success and tenacity, he now finds himself at a crossroads defined by the tension between past glory and present accountability. The story, as it continues to unfold, invites us to re-examine not only the fallibility of one of our most famous figures, but also the systemic pressures that foster an environment where such dramatic turns of fortune are possible. With every emerging detail, the narrative grows more complex, challenging the simplistic dichotomy of right versus wrong, success versus failure, and ambition versus regret. This unfolding drama, with its blend of financial intrigue, personal accountability, and cultural commentary, stands as one of the most compelling stories of our time. It is a testament to the fact
to this portfolio conversation that Floyd Mayweather had claimed, hey, nigga, I spent $400 million on these properties. He been buying stuff up in Manhattan and things like that. Well, Angela Yee talked to the Business Insider. She got info from the Business Insider, but then the team contacted Angela Yee, and she talked to somebody, and they were saying, well, actually, he did buy a piece of something. Other people do own it as well. But I'll just say this was already something that was in the news. 50 Cent is continuing it. Both of them niggas are successful multimillionaires. 50 Cent is in film, got the Shreveport stuff going on. Whether if Floyd was messed up financially or not, whether he copped or not, if that nigga want to make a quick few million, he can go make it at the drop of a dime, another expedition match. Oh, well, who cares? I just want us to get to the understanding
that in a world where digital footprints and encrypted files can reveal even the most well-guarded secrets, no one is truly immune from scrutiny. As more details are brought to light, the saga of Floyd Mayweather continues to serve as a stark reminder that the path to greatness is never without its pitfalls, and that behind every headline and every whispered conversation lies a deeply human story of aspiration, risk, and ultimately, remorse. The intricate and deeply personal nature of the discoveries now in the public domain not only forces us to confront the reality of celebrity excess, but also to question the cost of a life lived in the relentless pursuit of power and recognition. With each decrypted file and every revealed conversation, the layers of Mayweather's world peel back further, exposing an individual who, despite his past triumphs, now finds himself at the mercy of consequences he once thought were beyond his reach. This revelation is a mirror held up to a society increasingly preoccupied with the line between public persona and private reality, a line that, in Floyd Mayweather's case, has proven to be extraordinarily thin. As this unprecedented investigation continues to unravel more of the hidden secrets within the labyrinth of encrypted data, one is left with a multifaceted portrait of a man who was once celebrated as a paragon of confidence and prowess, only to be humbled by the complexities of human error and the relentless forces of accountability. In reflecting on the cumulative evidence, from whispered admissions and voice memos to the shadowy echoes of clandestine meetings, it is clear that the narrative of Floyd Mayweather is not confined to a singular moment in time. Instead, it is a sprawling
room because my neighbors was getting their yard cut and stuff. And once they getting to pushing the lawnmower and the weed eater and the blowing get to working, the microphone gonna pick all that noise up and y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me that clearly and things. So I want to make sure we can get to understand it. As I did see early this AM, 50 Cent decide to wake up, as y'all seen right there, and repost something on his Instagram page, and you can hear him laughing in the background from Fighters Corner. And he also put in the caption, "Dang, champ, they caught you capping. Ha, ha, ha. Time for another exhibition match. LOL, at 50 Cent action. Check out my channel." And this is nothing more than the algorithm for chaos going into 50 Cent's motion and facing things like that. And he said, you know what? This will be a way to get back at Floyd Mayweather. As y'all see me repost last week and cover what he had talked about.
Epic of ambition, betrayal, and the unyielding quest for redemption, inviting us to consider how even the most extraordinary individuals are vulnerable to the consequences of their own dreams. In the final analysis, the revelation of these secrets is as much a story about our times as it is about one man's dramatic journey. It encapsulates the paradox of modern celebrity, the dazzling brilliance of public success, set against the stark reality of personal failures, and the inevitable reckoning that follows. As the digital traces of a once mighty empire are laid bare, the public is invited to reflect on the nature of fame, the impermanence of power, and the enduring impact of choices made in the pursuit of glory. The saga of Floyd Mayweather, with all its twists, turns, and revelations, ultimately serves as an evocative Reminder that every brilliant star, no matter how luminous it may seem, is bound by the very human experiences of doubt, regret, and the search for meaning in a world driven by both ambition and consequence. Now is the time to join the conversation and stay updated as this riveting story continues to unfold. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes insights, and the latest news on this electrifying case. Let us explore together the depths of one of the most fascinating sagas of our era, a journey of secrets, revelations, and the compelling quest for truth in a world where every whispered code and encrypted file holds the promise of a new revelation. Your next update on the mystery of Floyd Mayweather awaits, so don't miss out. Subscribe now and be a part of this unfolding epic.